Hello, welcome to McBoss Capital channel. My name is Michael Chu. This is my growth stocks list recap for the week ending December 5th, 2025. Right here, we're seeing the IBD signal is at 60 to 80% allocation. We did have a mild distribution day on Friday because NASDAQ went up 0.3% on higher volume. But even though it was up, but it wasn't a very strong gain. So that kind of why they had a distribution day. Now that distribution day could lift if once they start making newer highs again. Anyhow, we have a very strong week in terms of accumulation and versus distribution here. You can see the number of stocks here versus accumulation versus distribution, 324 versus 156. So almost 2-to-1 ratio. Industry group wise, almost similar, almost 2-to-1 ratio. In the sector wise, we're seeing strength in terms of accumulation versus distribution, net negative minus there. We're seeing surprisingly techs are leading. So we have a lot more techs doing better than distributing. And then we have industrial here in second place, retail here in fourth place, financial in third place. Then we have some commodities area, and health is the last area. On my growth stock list, there's about 418 stocks, and out of that, 228 is in uptrend and 137 is in downtrend. So roughly 2-to-1 ratio. Again, roughly in terms of percent uptrend, it's over 60%, to be exact, 62% here. So market has been acting pretty strong recently. We're ranging from 60% or so in terms of how many stocks are uptrend. That means for every 10 stocks that in my list, there's 6 of them that are currently trending upwards. So that is very good momentum right now. And it's been starting since the last week, Tuesday Tuesday, right before the Thanksgiving holiday, and now we've been extending for, roughly 8 sessions now. Looking at my growth stocks list here, we have the symbols here, the percentage gain since October 10th, which is the day when earnings kind of start reporting for this quarter. And we have whether it's in an uptrend or downtrend based on their short-term 10-21 day moving average. We have whether they're hitting a new high, let's say on December 5th, which is just the last session here. And then we have the industry group and sector here. So going down this list, the color representation is by sector. So we have health. You can see all the health here. Still in the top quite a bit, especially the top 25 here. But as you go down a little bit, you notice a lot of blue, right? The commodities, energy area showing up, oil and gas, right? So that is very interesting. And we still have precious metals, right here. So those are still doing well. Then we have technology also surprisingly kind of sticking up here still, and we'll look at them very shortly here. And then the next area, we're also seeing retail, not that many at the top range, but there's few scattered here and there. Down here you see a little bit more in the 50 to 60 ranking range. Then we have financial, which is not really showing up on the top list here. As you go down, you see a few more, but it's just not many financial. It's been kind of surprising there with the strength that we had seen in Russell. It's kind of fallen back, some of them, right? So that's interesting as well. And then for the industrial, again, not too many here at the top 25. Even as you go down, again, it just has been weakening a little bit. There's some down here, some down here. So those are the strength, at least based on sector wise. We'll just go in the order of by sectors today, just to see what stands out in the sector itself. So technology here, LITE is still doing really well at the top here. I mean, this stock is Lumentum LITE here. This is like an Energizer bunny. It just keep going and going. We have lots of pullbacks. Those are turns out to be buying opportunities. Now it's making new high, pull back from the high on Friday, but still looking pretty sharp. Then we have SNDK down a little, still in the downtrend. And then we're seeing some of the semiconductors here TSEM, Teradyne, MTSI form. Well, here's Tower Semiconductor. After recent consolidation, move up very strong, and then recently it's just again consolidating. Notice how it never came down to the 10-day. That's a very strong signal of strength there. We have WDC in the data storage coming back up. MXL, another semiconductor, doing really well. C1 software, financial, Google, we talked about that in the main market video. App Loving, bouncing out really strong right here on the double bottom base. Looks sharp. Here's Teradyne, making new highs right now, very strong move. MTSI, again, also making new high, very strong move. Pulling back on Friday though. Max Linear, this one is trying to come to the really new high here, previous high here, and looking very sharp as well. Next we have CRDO reported earnings here, very sharp move. However, it did close at the bottom of the range that day, and then it fell back to now, near the 10-day again. So yeah, so far it hasn't touched it yet. So if we find support here, that'll be a good potential entry point. With SITM doing well, MDB also reported. That's MongoDB, very strong move right here, breaking out, holding very tight. Look at that tightness there, and the 10 days coming up really sharp. So we found support on Friday, very strong. Next we have STX data storage, AEIS also doing well, MCHP also doing well, MAO also doing well, DGII report. Yeah, this one had a huge reaction to the earnings here. But then it came back down. Kind of reminds me of CRDO. But anyhow, it did find support here, and then eventually start moving. Right now, it's making new highs, so that's quite interesting as well. And we have COMM here, DY, some of the telecom infrastructure, Globe, Special Enterprise, SMTC doing well, making new high, KVYO making new high, IoT also reported, also making new high. Very strong earnings there. ADI making new high, LSCC also making new high. So lots of stocks here doing well. Again, this is probably why the tech accumulation, as we saw earlier, is the biggest increase there. TWLO, CRSR, Palantir's here as well. SLAB making new high. DSGX, HPE. This one also reported earning on DSGX, doing really well there. HPE had a huge reversal on Friday after their earnings report. That is a very tremendous reversal. So looks really good right now after that shakeout. And as you go down this list, there's just a lot of tech stocks actually, surprisingly not doing too bad. We saw Apple coming down in the main market video. But yeah, in general, we're seeing lots of stocks, that are starting to move up. And we still have a lot of downtrend, but it has improved significantly this week. Next, we're going to look at so this is the retail sector here. We're going to have ACVA at the top here. ACV auctions here. Been rising pretty sharp here. It's still under the 50-day red line moving average here, but it has bounced back a lot after the earnings result. So, this tightness here is pretty good. And now we just near exactly at the red line. So we'll see if we can plow through that. We have real pulling back here. Dollar Tree reporting well here. Bounce out of this nice base here. Very sharp move. Volume coming in. Looks pretty good. Next we have XPEL here. And along with Cabana, both related to the auto business here. Looking at XPEL, we can see this bounce off the 10-day. It's been a very sharp 10-day moving average, clearing the previous buy point here. So that looks really good, making new high. We also have Cabana coming straight from the bottom here, looking very sharp. A lot of volume coming in as well as it bounce out. This is a nice trend line broken here, and now trying to break out the traditional buy point here. We have HSAI, HTHT. This is a China hotel chain. Very strong support here at the 10-day, and it's been going up at a very sharp angle as well. Then we have Southwest Airlines. This one also moving up strongly. Friday was a huge move. I'm not sure if there's any news, but it looks like a nice big move. Now it's at the previous traditional buy point. Then we have GT here, Goodyear. Shot Ninja cleared this nice trend line here, bouncing above the 200-day and all the short-term moving averages. Now it's moving up really strong. You can see this momentum. Next we have MSGE, Madison Square Garden, also clearing a nice breakout point here. It's been moving up and finding support at the 10-day here, making new highs. We have Fox F here in uptrend. Wayfair still pulling back. Expedia in uptrend. PLNT Fitness. AEIS is pulling back. ATAT uptrend. Estee Lauder. This one is coming out of this base right now. Also very sharp 10-day support right there. And it's trying to break out right now. We have DoorDash here in uptrend. Bros near the short-term moving average. Cars. Vikings here, and some of the ones we see here with making new highs, TKO, Walmart, with Tesla, we talked about that in the main market video. PetSmart also making new highs here, and then the rest are still in downtrend down here. So for the industrials, we see some making new highs as well. Coherent just very tremendous support at the 10-day right there. It's bounced to new high. Volume also kicking in at the down here, you can see that. Next, we have Flowserve. Flowserve also found support at the 10-day, and it's bouncing right now. Then we have KEX within 1%, JPHT in uptrend. This is JP Hunt Transport. This is a very sharp 10-day moving average slope here. Very strong momentum after clearing this resistance right here. Looking very sharp. Volume has been tremendous coming in as well for the support. Next, we have TTMI. TTM Technologies. Also making new high, bouncing off the 10-day. That's a pretty big move there, the 1-day move right there. And volume came in to support as well. That looks really good. Next, we have Fabrinet, almost similar. Came bounce off the 10-day here. And then now it's moving up pretty sharply as well. Next, we have Keys in the electrical scientific area, and CSW in the building AC heating products area. This is Keysight Technologies. Look at that 10-day. Hasn't really want to come down to it. Continue to run up. CSW Industrials here also have a strong 10-day slope. Look at that Thursday, didn't want to come down, bounce back, close at the upper half. Then we follow through on Friday. We have CLS here, XMTR, FIX, SENM still in downtrend. WCC also making new high. MOD, WWD, SBLK all in uptrend. We have CMC here making new high. ACA, RBC, VRT here, DOE, MLI also making new high, MYRG, TPC, MYE in uptrend also making new high, and so forth. So lots of industrial stocks are actually in uptrend here. You can see doing really well. So quite interesting, and yeah, lots of industrial stocks are now we're seeing some in the downtrend side on the bottom. So looking at health sector, we're seeing more downtrend now, even at the top here. So a lot of them has pulled back or corrected. Whether they will bounce back, we'll see. Some of the ones that are correcting include PACX, PACS, and ATEC. Here's PACS Group. So this was up very strong. Now we have pulled back to the 10-day. So far finding support at the 10-day. So we'll see if that holds. ATAC also bounced out, pull back here. Again, finding support right now. We'll see if that holds as well, if we can find support and move back up. We have AVDL, MDGL, all those are pulling back. CAH, LYY. Let's take a look at those two. CAH here, very strong run here. Now it's pulling back, you know, more sharply. Like now it's below 21, so a little bit cautious here because if it does fail support here, it might come to the red line. Lilly also came up very strong and now has been pulling back, now also at 21-day, very similar chart. Let's look at the stronger ones here. We have ARQT, LQDA, SNDX. Here's Arcturus Biotherapeutics. So this one has a nice bounce, pull back, found support, and then bounce off it and make new highs. So that is quite impressive. Liquidia, this one also bounce off 10-day, make new high right away, very strong. Follow through on Friday. Syndex Pharmaceuticals. This one also pulled back, found support 10-day, also followed through and make new high, so looks really good. So some of these are showing tremendous strength. Next we have ESPR INDV GKOS. This is Esperon Therapeutics, came up really sharp, pulled back. Notice how it never touches the green line. That is quite tremendous showing strength there. Glucose, this one also bouncing really strong, looking like, strong momentum, breaking out. Didn't really pull back, didn't want to come down to 10-day, also showing strength. INDV, this is pulling back here, and then since then it has found support at 10-day multiple times. Sorry, my bottom right hand picture is not showing my real time right now. My camera for some reason stopped working. We have ADMA, PEN. This one is also bouncing strong. Look at the 10-day slope. Doesn't want to come down to it. Penumbra, this one pulled back after this tremendous run. Now it's finding support and bouncing and making new highs again. So showing strength. Next we'll be trying to break out this traditional previous high here. And we can see there's still some other ones, BTAI, PTSG, RS, PNTG, RXRX, and so forth. With H-roll here, making new high, and so forth. And as we come down here, we do have some that are in downtrend right now. Looking at commodities and energy here, we're seeing SGML and SQM at the top pulling back here. Let's look at this is a lithium, bouncing pretty strong, but now it's been pulling back. Couldn't find support here near the 10-day, so now it dropped to a recent low here on Friday. So we'll see if it will find support near the 21-day here. On the fertilizer side, this one also bouncing strong. However, again, pulling back right now. Trying to find support on Friday. It did find support near the 10-day, so that looks good so far. YPF, oil and gas integrated, also bouncing strong. Pulled back here, then tried to bounce again, but unfortunately got knocked down on Friday. Back to near the 21-day. So here we see BKV making new high, oil and gas US exploration. And then we see EXE down here. We also, let me see what else here. So those two, let's take a quick look. So this one found support at the 10-day and now making new high. That looks pretty good. A lot of volumes came in as well. So this is Expand Energy, also doing well. And looking at this, it's also making new high, finding support at the 10-day breakout right here. Looks good. But this is the natural gas price. I think that's part of the reason some gas stocks are doing better, and this is making a new high right now. We also have BIST here in uptrend. Then we see some of the gold stocks here: AG, HL, IAG, Algo, and then we have silver, PAS, Barrick here. We also have coal also doing well. HCC. We have SVM making new high. ATI in the steel area, ERO mining, MTW machinery, and then we see more gold stock, Rango, GFI here, and we have DTM in the oil gas transport pipeline. PAA is also in that group. DTM here, finding support at 10-day. DT midstream here, looking good. PAA, Pans All American Pipeline, also trying to break out from this 200-day moving average there. Nice run so far. And look at some gold stocks right now. AG pulling back slightly, but finding support so far. And the 10-day is quite far below it, so that looks really good. This is silver. HL, Hecla Mining. This one also near the top, way above the 10-day. Looks really good. So they're pulling back, but they're not like coming crashing down kind of thing to their 10-day. So that's kind of interesting. And we have Barrick Mining here, came down to near the 10-day, bounced back, did give back the gains on Friday though, but still looks like it found some support this week. So PAS here, silver, Pan American Silver, also sitting at above the 10-day nicely, comfortably, looking very good. SVM also consolidating above the 10-day. So all these stocks are looking very strong right now. They're kind of going sideways rather than coming back down. And yeah, you can see there's some still in downtrend, but not too many. So it looks pretty good actually. Finally, we have financial stocks. Scoring down, we see lots of making new highs, surprisingly. Look at this. Lots of them making new highs. Now, they're not ranked, very high. In the top 100, there's only 7 stocks, 8 stocks here. But like I said, a lot of them are starting to bounce, making new recent highs. So that's worth paying attention to. And so maybe the financials will start to, who knows, maybe take a leading role. I'm not sure. But at this moment, they're bouncing, so that looks pretty good. At the top here, we have BBAR in the foreign bank, and we have OUT in the property REIT. This is a bank in Argentina. It has bounced back. Looks really good. It's trading pretty tightly even when it comes down, so that looks also pretty good. This is Outfront Media, very strong rise. It has finally come back to the 10-day, found support each time, so that looks really good. And we have CISO and Upstart at the top here, which is interesting because they kind of financial payment related. And here's the bounce. We are just at the 50-day. If we can, again, come above it, that will be really good. And Upstart look very similar to CISO. Again, they come to the red line here and holding pretty tight. It didn't get knocked back down right away. So, at least that's show some strength there. And we have Pay in downtrend right now, pulling back. We have NWA and WEL. This Innova International looking very good. Look at how it doesn't touch the 10-day here. Finding support, making new high. Here's WELS. It did, after this nice run, it did pull back and found support at the 10-day and bounced on Thursday and Friday. It didn't make a new high, but it's able to hold on to it. Next, we have WAL and BCS. This is Western Alliance Bancorp. This one has been bouncing very strong as well. You can see found support right there. Next, we have Barclays here in the bank's money area. This one also bouncing nicely. This one also trade really tight as well, so that looks interesting. Then we have CPay, LAZ here making new high. AMG, Uptrend, SF also making new high. Then we have OWL here, an uptrend. LPLA in uptrend, OSBC, MBBK, AXP, those are in uptrend. Down here we have ARES making up new high here. Citigroup, WFC, TFC, TPG, those are all making new highs. We have TEMP also in uptrend, IX uptrend, Airline and CFG both making new high here. Let's go down here, we see EBR, SAN, KKR, PNFP, FITB, those are all making new high here. So it looks really good. Again, we're seeing stocks UBS, CBU, Bank of America, BAC, BK. So lots of bank money center are doing well right now. So that's interesting. So overall, we have, to summarize what we talk about, we have lots of stocks in uptrend and lots of stocks are making new high in different areas of the market, which is good. We're seeing broad market strength. And hopefully this will continue throughout the rest of the year, and we'll see how that performs. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment, and I appreciate that. Have a good weekend.